I'm your host, Kane.
And I'm your other host, Day.
You know,
I'm sick as fuck.
yeah, he come out of the weather, so he might be limited to four words of breath. But you know, another great episode. And as you can see, we got our, I think our third, fourth host of the season. Who knows? But shout out to our vets, all our vets out there, man. Got to salute to you, man. My big bro, my brother, Big K, or I like to call him, baby Samuel over here. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. Man, I'm doing good. Oh yeah. I don't think I asked you. How you doing, Daquan? You sick, but
I'm sick as dog shit, but I'm still alive, so I'm good.
hey, man, and
Yeah, to fight another day.
hey, man, that's all that matters. And, even though we got another little host right here, but hopefully you don't make too much of
Yeah, stop touching me. Yeah. Tell me stop touching me, man. Yeah. Tell me stop touching me.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. You don't make too much of it, but you come here with another great episode. We
Yeah.
can have a little
Episode 9, season 2. Episode 9, season 2. We got one more episode left for season 2. And then we back to the drawing board. Season 3 coming. Bigger and better.
Yeah, man. It's always a great time airing to the end of the season, especially into the year. So, um, gotta make sure for our next episode, we definitely gonna go ahead and say our New Year's resolution, kind of pre New Year's before head into the new season, new year, and everything. Um, that we definitely did have a winner to our little our raffle that we had, not raffle, but our sweepstakes that we had for our 50th subscriber on YouTube. So shout out to our winner, Jamon, for winning that nice $50 finally. And got that out of our pockets.
I gotta ask him what he did with that. He probably put that shit in a trading account. Not him. But I gotta ask him. I gotta ask him what he did with that shit.
Hopefully he invested it, or he put it towards his gas. 'Cause gas prices is high out here. Who knows? But
That
hey,
West Coast. Know them shit is high.
nah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But we coming to another great episode. As we know, we don't know what we're gonna get into, but one thing that we do know what we're gonna get into is, first of all,
Hold on. Before you listen, since we talking about West Coast, I see the LA hat, right? So you in LA right now, right?
Yeah.
Is that like I saw a lot of things over the internet that was like the hats. It's hat politics in LA.
mm,
So is that like neutral or is that like
Yeah, this like you can't. Well, let me say this. It is, but it ain't. It depends on where you at. But everybody, like all the tourists and the regular like people that like the Dodge and shit like that. I mean, all LA people had this. They either had this or it's the black with the white. You know what I'm saying? You
so
can't
so
go
if you
wrong.
go it depends on what neighborhood you go to. You go to a neighborhood
I
that might
mean,
get you
pretty either the blue one or the black one is just like standard, like you know what I'm saying, like you good. But at the same time, too, prime example, like I was in Inglewood a couple weeks ago, and I was driving around. I had this hat on, and I was finna get out the car to go pass out flyers. I'll be promoting at this bar or whatever. But I was on the phone with my homegirl, and someone was telling me not to get out of the car, and I had told her what I was about to do, and she was just like, nah, where you at? She was like, you gotta take the hat off your head because she was like, you like in blood, like in smack dab middle of blood territory, like you.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So it's real. So they just internet gimmicks. That's real. High politics.
Yeah, but my thing, is it all like where I live at. I live like damn near Beverly Hills, so you don't gotta worry about that over here, like you know what I'm saying. But if you like South Central Inglewood, like where the black people at, yeah, you gotta worry about that.
So you were the white folks at. You done got you some money and went to the white folks.
hey man, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong trying to, you feel me? Get away from our people.
You say shit. I don't blame you.
Yeah, man. But just for our listeners and background out there, give us a little rundown of who you are. anything interesting you want to share to the viewers? You know, just so our viewers know who we talking to right here.
Well, I'm Kane's older brother.
Type shit.
I live in LA,
Type shit.
and I just be chilling, man.
Hey man, hey man.
Originally from where? Originally from where?
Born in Cleveland, raised in Atlanta.
Okay, born in Cleveland. Okay.
So
Okay.
what prompted you to move you
Good
to
question.
the Los Angeles, all the way to the other side of the United States?
Man, I don't think I ever told y'all this, but I always growing up seeing all the movies and how they made LA seem like, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted this. Some always just was telling me to like move to LA. I always wanted to live in LA. And my whole thing, is I look at it like, if you want to be a big fish, you gotta swim where the big fish is at.
Type shit.
No, Atlanta, cool, but y'all probably was too young to remember this. But when mom and dad told us like we was moving to Atlanta when we was in Cleveland, I told them I didn't want to go. I was like, leave me in Cleveland, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So then when we moved to Atlanta, I don't know. Atlanta cool is just I never really fucked with Atlanta like that. I don't know why. Like,
Me, bro, I swear, niggas falling in love with Atlanta. Can't
yeah,
leave it. Nothing.
like I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's what we that's where we was raised. That's where we went to school and shit. Like, it's cool. Like, but even to this day, like, prime example, I was just talking to this on the phone with this girl, and she was telling me, she was just like, it's crazy to me that like you like rep Cleveland and you do that more than you do Atlanta. And I'm like, Atlanta cool, but it ain't like niggas be gassing Atlanta. Like,
Right.
maybe it's because we grew up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was right. We lived there the majority of our lives, but it 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 yeah, it just like, nah, I'm straight on it. Like,
So been there, did that type shit.
yeah,
Yeah. It is what it is, and I kind of know what you mean, because I always tell all my friends that's from other states. Like, it's cool to live there, but it's so much more to the world than be than Atlanta, because it is considered known as like the Black Mecca,
yeah,
and and you see nothing but black positivity and stuff like that. But once you start going outside to other cities, you see how other black communities look at Atlanta from the outside and thinking like it's just this wonderful place to live in, but it really is just. I mean, it's just another big major city on the East Coast. Like it's cool and all, but
yeah.
you know. So when you first move out to Los Angeles, and probably make that move, what prompted you to live in the area where you live at now?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Like, we see on the internet and we hear about all that gang banging shit and all that or whatever. So
Hmm.
I was like, man, I don't want to live nowhere where I'm gonna have to shoot a nigga. Like, and then on top of that too, like when I was looking at different apartments and stuff like that, I ain't even look on that side of town type shit. I
Hmm.
had stuck to a certain. I'm like, all right, this is where I'm gonna look at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So the building where I ended up moving into, oh, and one of the things I seen that they have out here with their apartments, a lot of them are old. So they got like a lot of them, like the older apartments don't have AC units in them. Or
Oh.
if they do got an AC unit, it's gonna be in the window in that one room. Um yeah, then it's like a lot of the light fixtures and shit old. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So where I stay at is everything is all like new, it's upgraded. Like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Gas stove, all like air. When people come to my house, they be like, damn, like you rich, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But yeah, like I remember I was in Santa Monica looking at the apartment, and their apartments was like just outdated. The carpet in the hallway smell, like, you know what I'm saying? And they was charging the arm and the leg, and the lady was just like, well, what do you think? Like, do you like what you see? I was like, ma'am, I'm just looking for somewhere I can lay my head at and I don't have to shoot nobody. And she kind of like just looked at me like, but you know, you gotta understand, I moved here by myself. I don't know nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? I know what areas when I first moved out here, I kind of knew what areas to stay away from and all that just based off of like shit that I seen on the internet and shit like that. Like, you know, watching videos, hear people talk about these cities, these games, yeah, you know, all that shit or whatever. But I still didn't really know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because out here, you know, in Atlanta, if you in the hood, you could tell you in the hood. Out here you can't. They houses in the hood going for $1 million. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you can't really tell. Everything look the same out here. Like it don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't really tell like you in a bad area, like out here, like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah. And do you think it's a good thing that you can't really tell like what's the hood and what's not the hood. You know, like I guess what they call it, gentrification, like really hasn't like hit Los Angeles hard, like to really tell
Oh
like.
no, don't get me wrong. Gentrification is going on out here crazy, but you gotta understand, like out here, it's crazy. Out here, things are more segregated than how it is in the South. And you would think that's crazy,
Mhm,
but it's not because, prime example, all the black people are like on one side um of LA. Like, don't get me wrong, it's black people spread throughout, but like the majority, like South Central, it ain't nothing but niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, it might be Hispanics mixed in little pockets and other shit like that, or you know, Asians and shit like that. But gentrification definitely going on out here. Like, but it just my thing my is gentrification is a thing where no matter what city you're in, it's just gonna happen because see, black people look at gentrification in a negative way because they're the ones usually getting pushed out. But yeah, they're getting pushed out because it's a lack of knowledge. Like they don't know certain shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, in order for a city to keep thriving and keep growing and keep changing, you gotta have gentrification because what ends up happening is all the old blocks or the hoods and shit like that. When the people come in and gentrify it, and they push those people out and then they go wherever and it's just a cycle that just keep on going, but through the whole midst of it you getting, you know, people, you know, they're making money, the city is getting taxes and all this other shit off of all this new shit is
Mhm.
getting built or refurbished.
yeah, no, for sure.
Hmm. Well, damn, that was a very sophisticated answer right there, brother. Man, how did you learn all of this? You know, was this through your time when when you were just sitting there, you had to pick up a book and read?
Well, I wholesale the property, you know what I'm saying? So learning, you know, and then I was part of a real estate group. So, you know, just learning different shit along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great knowledge. That's great knowledge right there. Um,
See the flag back there. I gotta ask. Um, so with the I mean I know, but the viewers out there might not know. What's up with the flag back there? Like,
Oh, you know,
you,
this is a Liberian flag. You know, our grandmother is from Liberia, so you know, I guess
okay,
it's just Liberian. So
okay, for sure, for sure.
gotta
So you
represent.
African.
yeah.
So you okay. What's your middle name?
Oh
This
my, you ain't putting
no, sorry. But nah, for sure. Okay, okay. Just wanted to you know, get some roots. So let the people know about your roots a little bit. You know, shout out to the Liberian people.
Mhm.
Shout out to the people in Africa holding it
So
down.
so being freshly new out there, you know, you've been out there for a few years now. What would you say are the top five do's and don'ts of like not to do? Well, yeah, the top five do's and top five don'ts of LA. Like when you come to LA, you should do this. When you come to LA, don't do this.
if you meet a girl out, don't bring her back to your apartment or hotel automatically, because
Mm,
the women out here really be. I mean, but it's like that in Atlanta too. But they really be. I don't get me wrong. I met some cool chicks, and of course, I didn't brought some, you know what I'm saying, some chicks to the crib or whatever. But a lot of them, when they come through or whatever, especially the way, depending on where you meet them at or whatever, they'll have some niggas run through your shit.
Mm. So you saying they a little sketchy out there? They a little grimy.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. It's a lot of them, but it's crazy. Like, not to go off on a tangent, but I was just talking to somebody about this. The women out here is just like how the women in Atlanta is. Well, I ain't gonna say just like, but a lot of women out here are on their shit, like getting money, like, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the dudes out here are either felons or they ain't got no motion. Like, they hustle out here is, like, I ain't gonna say non-existent, but niggas in Atlanta hustle way harder than niggas out on the West. Like, you know what I'm saying? From a whole standpoint, I ain't seen every dude like that or whatever.
Yeah. From what you observe, really.
Yeah. But also too, I would say another don't is just know, like, the area you going to before you go to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know somebody from LA or from, you know what I'm saying, just like any other city, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're in Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going somewhere and you know somebody in that city, hit them up and be like, hey, I'm finna go to this spot or this area. Like, what's the
So check in.
Yeah. Like, yeah, make sure you, you know what I'm saying? Because you might go somewhere. Prime example, I had some partners out here. They was from Atlanta, and they was staying in Airbnb in Inglewood, and they like, oh, the Airbnb real nice. And don't get me wrong, Airbnb was nice, but that shit was in the middle of the hood.
Smack dab in the middle of the trenches.
Yeah, and they walking around with chains on, Balenciagas, like, you know what I'm saying? They were telling me they stopped to get some gas at the gas station right on the street. And they was like, yeah, this dude pulled up my shoes and told me, you know, how much my Balenciagas cost, and told me what the make and model was and what year it came out. And
Wait, whoa. Folks pull up on them and told them about his shoes?
he was walking into the store and the dude was standing outside at the door and he was talking to him. And then, you know what I'm saying? He was telling, and I was telling my homeboy, I'm like, bro, why are you sitting here talking to this man? Like, the moment that bro would have shown me, he pulled up my shoes and said my shoes cost $5,000-$10,000. Oh no, we up out of here. Like,
Oh man, yeah, that's treacherous. I don't think I never had a nigga do that shit to me. I would have.
I fucking would hope not. Hell no.
but yeah, I mean, and then let's see what else is some don'ts. If you downtown, just be watchful, because downtown LA is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be careful. Like, pay attention to where you where you at. And then proper example, if you in Hollywood too, don't, like, it ain't what you think it is. Like, it's real weird out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, like, homeless people. They got a lot of churches of Scientology throughout, you know what I'm saying, whatever, shit like that. So it's just like, I don't know, I can't really explain it. It's just a weird ass place. You'll see some weird ass shit out there.
Yeah, everybody said LA weird as hell. I ain't gonna lie. From the women to the shit that go on in the night. Like,
Yeah. But I some dudes, I would say, if you come out here, man, I'll say definitely go hit the beach.
Hit the beach, okay.
Hit the beach.
which beach though? Which beach?
It depends. Like, Santa Monica, that's where everybody go to. So that's like got a lot of, got most of the motion or whatever. And then they got the pier.
Yeah, I heard it.
But I would say if you could go down to if we talking California, I say go down to San Diego. They beaches.
I've been to a beach in San Diego before. I don't remember the name. I was fucking 8, but
yeah. I would say go to Santa Monica or Malibu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beach. What else? What's some more dudes?
Definitely you definitely gotta, like, hit like a taco truck or like, you know what I'm saying? Like they tacos straight. Like,
So he telling me them illegals know how to cook it up. Okay.
oh no, they definitely do. Like, definitely got to get you some tacos. That's probably about. Other than that, the rest of their food ain't really hitting on too much. But and then I mean, I would say like you just gotta go and meet different people, man. Like don't try to do all the touristy shit, like you know what I'm saying. But also too, don't be like, all right, I'm finna go to the hood, like
Somebody gonna take a picture of Watts.
okay,
It's a good thing you brought up the people because I was definitely about to ask you, like, how's the people out there, the people interaction out there? Because I think the furthest out west I've been to is like Arizona and Nevada, and I always just had a feel like people that live in the West Coast, it's just different, like they just carry a different
but they
vibe. Like, oh,
rude. These people rude out here. Not to cut you off, like when you promise if you at the grocery store,
mhm.
them people don't say excuse you. They just walk like straight at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. Like it's like what? Like, or I promise if I say you looking at the shelf and you looking at something, they'll come and stand right next to you.
What? Man, so it's really a real thing when they say like Southern hospitality, because like down south it's like
Yeah, like 'cause I ain't gonna lie to you, like when I first came out here, even still, when I be meeting different people or I be meeting, they of course they know I'm not from LA, like you know what I'm saying? But then they just be like, oh, you so nice, you do this, you do that. And I'm like, bro, like, down south, this is just a normal, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody, you speak, like, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But I guess out here because I like detention and people be gang banging and all that shit. People don't like. I remember one time I was doing like Uber Eats or whatever, right? And I had to go to this pizza spot that was like not deep in South Central, but like what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So I'm on the phone. I ain't paying attention. Park the car. Get out. Go to the pizza spot. The bitch closed. So I'm like, damn, like they told me to come pick the place, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like in the windows and shit, like, all right, man. So I drive in the back of the building, right? Some motherfuckers back there playing cards, drinking 40s. They see me pulled up, they all stopped, got up and was just looking like, who the fuck is you? So I had heard and get up out of that thing. So park the car, go back up, and I'm like, damn, this place cold. I look up, it was a nigga sitting in a like a maybe it was a Tahoe, like a truck or whatever, right? But he's mean mugging hard, like eyes bloodshot red. So I'm on the phone with my homegirl, and I was about to walk up to the nigga and be like, "Yo, what's like you good? Like what's the problem? Like you know what I'm saying?"
Mhm.
But then when I told my homegirl asked me what's going on, I told her she was just like, "Nah, you got to get up out of there." The nigga probably trying to figure out like what hood you from or you know what I'm saying, like. So like the nigga like me mugged me all the way. Like I walked around this car all the way till I got in my car, and he just like goddamn. I think he ended up driving off, but he was like following me for a little bit. Like, but yeah, people I don't know. It just it's cool living out here, but it's definitely like it's just like what the fuck is going on out here? Like what's in the water? Like
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it definitely give me like like Chicago vibes, like where like you have to like be around your surroundings like 24/7. Like you gotta like I don't know, like it's like you're restricted to go do the things kind of like you want to do. Like you can't really do like what no or other people in other cities like be able to do. You know what I mean? Like they can go down to this store like any time of the day and like don't really like be aware or nothing like that. But when you out there, it's like, oh yeah, at 10 o'clock, I for sure I can't be out here at 10 o'clock because you know.
yeah, I tend to stay like I hit a few spots, but they all like around my house type shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I mean, and I might go like different spots or whatever, but prime example, I don't be going to South Central to like to no bars or to be partying and you know what I'm saying? And it's just like cause I just ain't got time for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I first came out here, I used to walk around strapped all the time, but then everybody was like, nah, you can't do that out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, like If I can't be comfortable like that, oh no, I don't need to go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Now, what would you say was like? What was your worst interaction with somebody that you can remember out there?
Male or female?
Hmm. I ain't gonna say it's the worst interaction, but I would tell you some crazy shit that I seen like my first week being on this bitch.
Yeah. Okay, come on, share.
I was driving to Hollywood and I turned on this street and it was a homeless man butt naked sitting on a couch on the side of the street, singing, looking into the sun, jacking off.
Oh man. Oh,
Then then it was another time where I had the fucking doing Uber Eats and they had me in Skid Row. I don't know if y'all know what Skid Row is.
yeah.
I was in Skid Row and I didn't know it was Skid Row.
Wait, for the people that don't know what Skid Row is, just give them a little brief overview of what's.
Skid Row is like downtown. It's kind of downtown, but it's kind of still like East LA or whatever. But it's like mainly downtown, and it's where they pushed a lot of the homeless people. So it's nothing but like tents and homeless people just everywhere. Like it's like a whole goddamn
Community.
multiple blocks. Yeah, like just homeless people. So I had um I had to deliver some coffee. So I pulled up to this place, and the place where I thought it was the place I was supposed to make the delivery, and the place didn't have a door on it. It was just a hole in the fucking it was like a door was supposed to be there, but for whatever reason they took the door off or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I parked my car and I'm like, all right, I think this is it. I get out the car. It's a dude standing on the corner. It's a dude standing up by the door. It's a dude laid out on the ground with a crack pipe next to him. It's another dude that like I don't know if he was sleep high or whatever, but he was like sitting on the ground with his head down like this. But he had the crack pipe in his hand like this, like holding that bitch. And I walk in there and I'm like, all right, this is a little sketchy. Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my first time ever seeing like a crack pipe for real. So I walk through the door and I say, hey, did y'all order coffee? So they like, nah, we didn't. They were like, what's the number you look for? I told them number. They're like, oh, you gotta walk to the corner and go around. It's in the back of the building. It's not it. It's like a studio. So I'm all right. So before I walk out, I'm like, hey, what is this place? Like, what y'all doing here? So they said, well, they say you bring us your bad needles and we'll give you a good needle so you can shoot up drugs with. And I'm like what?
Now that sounds like some Skid Row shit.
I mean,
But is the homeless people there like aggressive?
He says the what?
Is the homeless people there aggressive?
Yeah. I done seen, bro. Like, I'm driving through West Hollywood. This homeless man was pushing like a buggy, like shit he collected or whatever, right? And I
Mhm.
don't know if he was having an episode, he was high or something or what. This nigga took one of them fat back old TVs that you know what I'm saying, like your grandma used to have,
yeah.
and he threw that bitch in the middle of the street during traffic, like. So it almost hit this man's car. So the man, like, of course, slammed on the brakes, got out and started cussing the homeless man out, right? Man, the cops came and cussed him out, like, bro, you hold no traffic. What you doing?
So, nah, that's one of my biggest fears: a homeless person touching me.
Nah, but the homeless people out here, like, nah, the homeless people out here different. Like, they're not, it's homeless people in Atlanta, but the homeless people out here,
Yeah, nah, yeah, that's what I was comparing it to, like Atlanta, because it is hella homeless people in Atlanta.
Oh man.
but out here, they everywhere. Like in Atlanta, you see them, you know what I'm saying? No, out here, nigga, they everywhere. Like,
I mean, when you got to think about it, that's the mecca of the crack. Crack back in the 70s, 60s. You know what I mean?
this
But
lady,
some
it
of them
was
homeless people used to be prom kings and prom kings. Now they prom queens and
when I had lost my car and I was taking the bus or whatever, it was this homeless lady. So like a lot of the homeless people, what they'll do is they'll just get on the bus and sleep all day and just ride the bus all
oh
day.
yeah, Is free transportation there? Free city transportation or no?
Nah.
Okay. So okay.
And the kids take the buses to go to like school and shit. They don't have like they have school buses, but they take the regular bus.
I like
Like
to see.
yeah.
Okay.
So when we was on a bus, the homeless lady was like talking to herself, and everybody know the lady homeless. Man, that bitch jumped up. The bus packed now. That bitch jumped up, pulled up her shirt, and was like playing with herself in front of
Oh,
her.
it probably smelled so terrible on that motherfucking bus. Oh my god.
I just put my head down and just was looking at my phone. Like I just got so
Just try not to look at it.
I'm like, man, what is going on out here? Then it's like this old black lady. The lady was black too, but this old black lady started trying to tell her like, you a woman and you a black woman. You should have more respect for yourself. And the homeless lady told that lady, she said, "Bitch, fuck you." Like, and she was like, "Bitch, I'll kill you." That's all she kept saying. "I'll kill you. I'll kill you." And the black lady was sitting here trying to pray and God this and God. And I'm like, man, you you need to leave this lady
That
alone.
homeless lady would have just touched her. Oh my god. All her life she had to fight. She better not fuck with them homeless people. I feel like homeless people strong as hell. I don't know.
A lot of the homeless people out here be having like either they be cracked out or they be going having some type of like mental episode. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
one of the things where like even if you try to reason them, talk them, or fight them, they might be so high that
You don't even know what the fuck going on.
yeah, or they're not gonna feel that shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's it. Shit, I think I am truly scared of homeless people because they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, nah,
Um,
for sure.
shit.
That's some dangerous
Yeah.
people.
We had a matter of fact in my building, we got like a little courtyard or whatever, right? I don't know how this shit happened, but it was a homeless man that snuck into our building, right? And the nigga was living in some bushes, like outside somebody patio, for like a few weeks.
Oh man.
I mean, they are. Hey, I mean, one thing about homeless people, they are innovative. Like they know how to survive. So
Yeah.
probably what's ever happened, they like roaches. They gonna survive, and nothing can kill a homeless person.
That's a
But
great segue though. Survive. So you survived the US military. How was that, brother?
I
What
mean,
what what
it,
wait what branch? What branch were you in? Talk about it a little bit.
I was in the Navy 6 years.
Navy, okay. Shout out to the Navies, the Navy and shit.
Yeah. It was all right. It was, just like any other job. It had its ups and its downs.
Okay. At what moment did you realize, okay, I'm gonna go to the Navy, or I'm gonna think about going to the Navy?
Shit. When I dropped out of school, came home, got into it with the police, and then like my parents had told me, they was like, you need to get up out of Atlanta.
Around what age was this?
I was 18.
22.
No, I was either eight. No, I think I was 19 already, either 18 or 19.
So you want like you going to high school. I'm coming out of high school and going to you want like that? Like thinking about the
Nah,
military.
nah, nah. When I was in high school, anytime the recruiters and them used to come up, I used to chuck the deuces like, nah, I ain't talking to y'all folk. Like, I ain't finna go be no slave in nobody government. Like,
You know, you want the JRTC niggas. You know
nah,
them.
I want none of that.
Them niggas used to think that was motherfucking the Marine Corps. Fuck, niggas don't hit. So, nah, for sure. Okay. So what? So that was your view on it before you went. What's your view on it now? Like how?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll tell any black man who ain't got nothing going on. And prime example, one thing I hate in our community is we push everybody to try to go to college. College wasn't meant for everybody. Isn't meant for anybody. Back in the day, what used to happen was the family had enough money to send one motherfucker to college. So what they'll do is they'll send a motherfucker they know who's going their money ain't gonna get wasted, like you know what I'm saying? And everybody else went and got a trade, joined the military, did whatever. I would tell brothers today, if you not doing nothing, go in, do your 4 years, come out, have your school paid for, and you play your cards right, you get a disability check, like you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you'll get to travel the world on the government dime. Now, granted, it ain't gonna be traveling like how you and your girl going out traveling.
Right.
But you still get to go to some cool places, like you know what I'm saying?
All right, name some of the places you been. I know you been to some fire places.
I lived in Japan for 2 years.
Japan.
I've been
All
there.
right, hold on. All right, the place and the craziest shit that happened there, and each place. The place and then the craziest shit that happened in each place.
Ooh, Japan. What was the craziest?
2 years. Damn, that's a big.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, so the craziest shit that happened to me was, prime example, when I went to Tokyo, I went to Disney World, and
They got
because
Disney
we went
World.
like, yeah,
Oh yeah, that shit nice as hell too.
well, because we were like deeper in Japan, I guess they haven't. A lot of them never seen black people, so like a lot of the kids used to like come up to me and like rub my hands and.
They thought
Oh yeah, nah, yeah.
they thought I was 30.
That's some fine ass shit. Okay. Where else?
I went to Brazil.
What was some crazy shit? You ever paid for some cat in Brazil? Or?
I was just about to ask that.
We can't really talk about that. But you
All
know,
right, shit. All right, shit. We gonna hold it down.
just know the women really like that over there.
Nah, for sure. Okay.
Okay, passport, bro. Okay,
Believe the hype.
okay.
Believe the hype. That's what you said. Believe the hype.
Oh yeah, bleed hype.
Okay.
Where else? I went to Singapore. Craziest thing I seen in Singapore was I seen this lady get snatched up by her neck by her husband because she was staring at us. And you know that's a Muslim country, so they don't play that shit over there. So like she was staring. We was in the mall. She was staring at us, and like I don't know if the husband wasn't paying attention to what he was doing, but he turned back. He said something in their language. Man, he grabbed that bitch by her throat.
What was she? She was Asian looking. Like she was like, what was her nationality or what?
I would say she was Muslim, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. He probably gave her ass a whooping when he got home.
That shit legal over there. Like, prime example, they was telling us like over there they don't like Singapore is a real clean country, so they were telling us like not to chew gum or don't not like to get to spitting because they was like they can
Fine you for that type of shit.
not fine you, they can hit you, they can beat you in the middle of the street with a fucking like a club.
Oh yeah.
For spitting on the ground.
Yeah.
That do it really look clean though? Like you could tell like that's a lot. Like do it really look clean and shit?
No, it's that shit real clean. In Singapore, that shit was clean. That shit was real clean over there.
Okay.
Japan like that too. Japan real clean too.
Yeah, I heard Japan cleaning and shit. I heard. Most of people that went up.
Have you ever considered living in any other country besides the U.S. since like visiting and seeing how they operate?
Yeah. I moved to Liberia. Or you know what I'm saying? I would low key move back to Japan for a little bit.
Okay. You was using WhatsApp and shit over there? Or that one thing yet?
No, I mean they had WhatsApp, but I mean I ain't gonna lie. Like depending on what country we was in, I would just use my regular phone.
Okay. I heard like WhatsApp. Well, this is like the UK area. Like girl asked you about WhatsApp, that means you guarantee fucking. Like she don't want the number, she wants your WhatsApp and you fucking. Like hands down.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's it. Any other places?
I've been where else? I've been Philippines.
Philippines, okay. I know some crazy ass Philippines.
I went to Spain, but we wasn't able to leave the base.
What so where you did basic at?
In Chicago.
Was it hard?
Hell no.
Basic. He said nah. What about the yelling and activities about it? Like
you better ask Kane. Our dad goddamn used to do all that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So like But I ain't gonna lie, like for me, the hardest part about basic was because I was in a special like boot camp division. So it was 100 of us in one room.
How many is it usually? Like 60?
So now what they'll do is, prime example, you'll have like a normal, like, so when I say I was in a special like division or whatever, my division was like we stayed in boot camp like 2 weeks longer, but everything for us was accelerated because we worked the graduations. So like we had privileges that regular like people didn't get to do. But the thing about us is everything was like you gotta get it done on the first time. If not, then they're gonna put you in the regular.
Yeah, we got celebrate finish.
Yeah. So um
Hey, Kyra.
I'm sorry, what you hold on, what you well, I forgot what you asked me? What was your question?
I said, what was the hardest part about basic?
Oh, the hardest part, bro, was like showering in the like we all had a shower together, like you know what I'm saying, like so. And then it's like a lot of them was like young, fresh out of high school, so they'd be doing like
So
dumb.
it was you and 99 other niggas showering.
Yeah, and then so then like well in our where we
Actually,
in our bathrooms we had like curtains.
yeah.
And
Okay. It wasn't like open.
no. I'm talking about to use the bathroom. We had curtains.
Oh, okay.
To shower, it was just like our showers look like you know how like the locker room look in high school where it's just like open, like
Open. Yeah, okay.
that's how it was. But for like in regular like boot camp division, they didn't have curtains when they had to like pee or poop or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Just wasn't no door. It was just you go in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You know, I definitely got to ask you this question before we move on to our next topic. So being in our United States military, you know, you're a long way from home. You probably met some of your comrades that have wives or girlfriends back at home. Um, was there? Have you seen or heard some of them how like they went home and their wife had like left them or did some crazy stuff or
The best friend was hitting them. The mailman was hitting them. The whole city was ripping and running through it while he was gone. Yeah, that's a normal thing.
And the whole time you trying to protect and serve her. More power to him.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't gonna lie. The military definitely like would change your views on dating. I ain't gonna say change your views, but you would definitely like promise up. You know how people be on the internet and you'll see these videos and people will be talking about some crazy stuff or whatever, right? And then you'll hear a girl say, "Oh, that's just some internet stuff. That shit like that don't happen." I didn't seen it all, like. So that why, like, for me, it's like, nah, like people really be out here scheming like this, like, you know what I'm saying, like. But it's just one of them things where until it happened to you, you living in la la land. Like you living in a Disney fairy tale, thinking that everything is rose gold, and you know what I'm saying.
So
what? Hold on. Fast forward past basic. So y'all used to be on the boat the majority of the time, right?
Yeah.
All right. So when y'all on the boat and shit, like, did you have a hustle while you was on there, or how you was surviving, or you was just surviving off the government type shit?
Oh no, I didn't have no hustles, but some of my homeboys did. Like some of my homeboys they were barbers, so they used to, you know what I'm saying. Like they'll cut people head on the side, and then they had a understanding of type shit. But for me, what I used to do was, so like I used to like being on the ship is kind of like being in jail a little bit, even though I've never been to jail. But the reason I say that is because, like, prime example, if you want to get shit done, you gotta kind of like barter with people and bribe people. And like, prime example, say like your job is you a cook or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm another job or whatever. Like, so my job, I worked in electronics. So we had access to the phones, like phones where I could like call home or whatever. We had a lot of computers in our spaces, so people get on Facebook. That's the thing to do, like Facebook and email, like you know what I'm saying. And then, so say you a cook, right? since you working with food all day, if you ever eat it from anybody, all you'll do is like, hey man, you don't gotta wait in this long ass line. Come holler at me when I'm working, like, and I'm gonna hook you up, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, if you need something done, you just tell somebody like, hey, what the cook will do is they'll cook the meal for everybody else. But a lot of times what they'll do is they'll cook, say we had chicken today or whatever, right? Of course, when they cook chicken, because people got food allergies or whatever, they can only cook chicken a certain way. They can't really season it up and spice it up how they want to. But they might put a whole batch of chicken on the side just for the cooks, where they got them really getting to it type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you cool with them, they'll like, instead of giving you the regular chicken, they'll be like, all right, look here, I got something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they used to throw like little side parties on the ship and shit like that, and they'll cook. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll get invited to, you know what I'm saying, to the shit that's going on.
Okay. I used to be fucking on the ship and shit.
You ain't supposed to, but you handle your business.
Like shit.
Yeah, you get caught, that's your ass. But
Have you ever saw somebody that got pregnant on the ship and had to leave?
yeah, girls get pregnant all the time. Like, if they don't want to go on deployment, they'll find a dude, make it seem like they're so in love, get pregnant, and then they out.
Yeah. Okay. That's a finesse. Okay.
So I know a little earlier we had talk about the state of, I brought up the state of change your views of dating and stuff like that, and I like to joke around and say, you're second coming of Kevin Samuels. For people don't know out there, Kevin Samuels, he was an internet personality that specialized in
R.I.P. Unc, man.
Men knowing themselves, women dating and all of that. So in your opinion, what would you say? How is dating in this generation from your point of view?
Hold on. Before you answer that, how did you find out about Kevin Samuel, and like when did you discover?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
So when I was living in Japan, I ain't gonna lie, I low key was, you know what I'm saying, going through a dark time or whatever. I was talking to the girl and she was playing all these games, and you know what I'm saying.
Long distance or like in Japan? She was from.
She was in the Navy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, all right, bad.
Even though I was doing my thing, I still had one. You know how you might be doing your thing, you might have a few, whatever, but it's that one, like, you like, all right, this, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I want her, like, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it is. Oh,
So, I was actually, I still remember, I used to, like, at night, I used to because I had an apartment, I lived out in town in Japan. So I was laying on the floor, and I was scrolling, like, watching like YouTube videos or whatever, and I think, Alpha Male Strategies popped up first. And I was watching his videos, and then next thing you know, I end up just going through the rabbit hole. I end up coming across Kevin Samuels. And I want to say he was doing like a live show or whatever.
What year was this for the viewers?
This was 2017.
Okay.
So
you was on fairly early.
Yeah, no, I was on, like, what was crazy about it, I was on him, and then, like, when I came back stateside, I got out of the military, came back stateside, that's when he, like, blew up, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was watching him, and he was going in, and I'm like, damn, this nigga going crazy. Like,
what stuck though? Like, what was like, okay, nah, this nigga the one. This nigga the one.
Man, what it was for me, man, was when the nigga used to press the buttons and make the sounds, like, or you know what I'm saying, and he'd be saluting, like, cause he would, like, prime example, if somebody had him fucked up, he'll play a certain sound. You know what I'm saying? And then say, like, if he got into it with a chick or whatever, and he kicked her off the show, he'd do the little he'll play the taps, the little military song, and he'd salute him, like, and then, you know what I'm saying? And I just like, oh, this nigga here, hell, like, who this nigga is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn, they ain't canceled this or killed this man yet, like.
Okay, all right, you can answer Kane's question now. Kane, what was your question again? It was about the dating.
Yeah, your view, like what is your view on dating in this generation or this new generation?
I feel like it's too many A, we make it harder than what it need to be, and then B, it's too many distractions for people. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the invention of Instagram.
That Explorer page, motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. With the invention of Instagram, and then on top of that too, you able to DM somebody like instantly or whatever. And then, prime example, people be on Instagram making it seem like they live in one way when really they goddamn living a whole totally different other way. Yeah, it's gonna be mass chaos. Nowhere in history, to our knowledge, has humans been able to easily be able to access each other like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when they didn't have cell phones and it was a house phone, you had to call the house phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you just had to see Shorty, or she had to see you in passing, or just at a party, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. Like, now it's like you trying to see what's up with something. I just send you a message real quick. Like,
All the way in Japan. Shit, you can talk to this all the way in Japan right now. Like,
yeah.
Mhm. So from your opinion, you think the easier form of communication kind of colluded people, like people minds of like, all right, if I can easily talk to somebody, if you can't give me what I want, then I can easily go talk to somebody else to like easy access
Yeah,
that.
the problem people is people don't value, and it's just not with relationships, it's with everything. People don't value each other no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, you might be talking to a chick and you might just be asking her for some basic shit. And vice versa. A chick might be asking you for some basic shit. And the person like don't want to change. So the person is like, all right, fuck you. I can go because I got this person that's constantly DMing me or liking my photos or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could just go to the next person. Not realizing that the little bit of shit that you was asking them to do was simple compared to what the next motherfucker about to ask you to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
then to piggy off that, like what you said, she looking at the next motherfucker Instagram, like, oh yeah, he living this type of way. He gonna be able to do this. Whole
Yeah,
time, it ain't that.
yeah. He don't have no motion. Like, down bad.
So
Mm. And do you think when it comes to marriage nowadays, it's harder to maintain a marriage or even to be into a marriage nowadays than let's say than before.
I think marriage is harder today, and the reason why is because A, all these dumbass divorce laws and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then B, just because like I said, people, the reason why like our parents and our parents was able to stay married for so long because they actively was trying to work, you know what I'm saying, figure it out type shit. Whereas now, a motherfucker be like, you know what, Daquan don't want to do what the fuck I tell him to, or he don't want to listen. All right, I'm gonna just divorce you and goddamn go be with this motherfucker over here.
at JPNK5667, because he DM me every day and tell me I'm pretty. Like,
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, yeah, like it can't be like that. Like, you can't get mad at dude and then be like, all right, I'm ready to bounce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just
Right.
like, the hell you got going on?
So is it crazy? Is it crazy uh is it crazy for women to have uh a whole list of expectations into looking for a spouse?
Yeah.
And why do you think that? Because you can
because
have a preference. You can have a preference, and of course you can have like certain wants, but um, why is it bad for them to have like a whole list?
Because if you can't provide half them things for yourself, why are you asking for something that you can't provide yourself?
Mm,
And then B, you having this long ass list can prevent you from actually finding your person. Because you might I hear girls say this all the time. I won't talk to a dude unless he this tall. Or I won't talk to the dude or take a dude seriously unless he making this type of money, right? The standard shit that everybody be talking about.
and
But you might have a dude that's right here in your face that's gonna treat you right, ain't gonna cheat on you, but he might not be the height you want him to be.
mm,
He might not be making the amount of money you want him to make. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and do you think whenever the City Girls movement started, I think that started probably like 2017, 2018. Do you think that was the start of um that was the start of a kind of empower women to be like, oh well, if if these niggas ain't gonna treat you like if these niggas ain't gonna treat you good, and they gonna treat you like ain't shit, you can do the same to them. Dude, like,
Nah, it's been going on for a minute. You gotta thank feminism for that.
mm. And why you say that? Why you say feminism?
Because I'm all for women having their right to vote and be able to work and all that, right?
Hmm.
But with feminism, especially in our community, what a lot of people don't realize what happened with that was the white woman and the white man was having their issues. So they all started this whole, let's do a march, let's do this and that. But then they came to the black women and was just like, hey, you had these problems too. And back then we wasn't having them problems. Like black people was married, black people was together, they was minding their own business. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then when the white women start telling the black women, well, you need to go do this, and that, and demand this from your man and do this, and that. It started an argument between black men and black women. But the whole grand scheme of things, what a lot of women don't realize is the white women did that and then went right back to their man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just and then feminism has evolved in multiple waves throughout history. I mean, through over this, over time since it originally was started. But that's what it's important for people to do their research and really look at shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, when people get to talk about Kevin Samuels or these other like content creators or whatever, a lot of them talk about this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they give you the history and they tell you to go look up certain shit or this happened at this time. But a lot of us, because we're young and a lot of us don't read or do no research, we only take shit for face value and we just be like, oh, this person is talking like this. Ooh, they need to be canceled. You know what I'm saying? But the whole city girl shit, um, that shit been going on since like probably like the 70s or 80s. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got
Yeah,
a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you trick?
Now, what you mean trick?
Like, shit. Definition, nigga. Could you look up Urban Dictionary of tricking, please?
You talking about like spend money on a chick, right?
Yeah.
But what my thing about it is this: you always paying for it, even if you in a relationship, you paying for it.
Hold on. I need that because my definition for tricking and the urban definition might not be the same. So let's see what their definition is, and I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna ask you again.
uh, Tricking. Uh, gonna give me a minute.
I feel like the City Girls model or whole movement ain't so much for a nigga to treat them right, it's for a nigga to trick on them.
So they got it as the slang term referring. The slang term tricking refers to engaging in sexual acts for payment. It can also mean selling your body for sex to multiple people. For example, a young prostitute may turn a dozen tricks into a few hours.
Okay, see, that's not my definition. So her job. Prostitution, that's her job. I
Mhm.
I
can't.
mean, but this what my thing is. About like the whole city girl mentality, right? See, back in the day, you had the woman you married, and you had the prostitute or the fun girl, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was because when men, of course, get ready to settle down, most men aren't going to pick the fun girl. They're going to pick the girl who, all right, how if I have kids with her, what is she about to instill into my kid, right? But what women look at is those men will be married, but then they'll be cheating or they'll be doing, tricking off with this girl on the side type shit. And then the women who were like getting married were like, well, yeah, I got the man, but he doing X, Y, and Z and flying her out and doing this and doing that. I want to live that life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the girls start like, nah, I'm gonna go live like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then on the back end, what people wasn't telling them was, yeah, this girl over here is she getting trips and she getting flown out. She might get a bag. She getting tricked on. She getting this, and that. But at the end of the day, she by herself in her apartment crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas the husband coming back to you. And that's why I think a lot of women don't understand, like, yeah, niggas be on Instagram liking all the models and liking this, and that, but it's all for fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I mean fun, I mean like niggas just want to fuck. Like,
Yeah. So, do you, my brother, trick? And when my definition, hold on, my definition of trick is making a monetary transaction with the intent. That's bold letters, italicized, with the intent to have sexual intercourse with.
everybody do that. Even if you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, everybody do that.
So you do.
I mean, you know.
I don't think I do that, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Yeah, cut it
I don't
off.
think I do that. I don't think I do that. Like the intent. Now I didn't spend money,
When you
but my intent was not to fuck though.
when you got a little joint that you like or whatever, you feeling or whatever. Even if you ain't feeling, you just spending time with her, right?
Right.
Y'all go out, you pay for the drinks or whatever y'all and getting up to.
I don't really put myself in that category. I mean that situation because
You ain't kicking it with no women.
I don't drink. So
You know what I'm saying? Well, not just drinking.
I don't drinks.
I'm saying not even just drinking. I'm just saying when you go out to do anything with a woman, you paying for it, right?
Yeah, but that ain't my intent though. My intent is just to have a good time with her.
Or you
Which
just Virgin Mary out here. You ain't.
No. I'm saying my intent though. That's not the intent why I'm spending the money. Cause I know I could have went. Fuck the going to have a good time. I could have came to your house and just fuck. Like if that was the point. So the intent, I'm spending the money. My intent on spending the money is for us to have a good time, for us to connect or wherever this shit go.
And you don't be wanting no ass after that.
No, I do, but the I be wanting ass before that. No, listen. No, you don't understand it. I'm spending the money. So like, all right, boom. Like, prime example. Yeah, I can have a bottle of water right here. My intent to drink this water is to quench my thirst. But it also could, like, somebody might say, oh, nah, bro, you just trying to show off. You got some fancy water or some shit. Like, you feel me? It's intent. My intent might not be the same as someone else, how someone else views something. Like, she might view it as, shit, you just took me on a date to get some pussy. No, I took you on a date to get to know you. I want to
get some pussy. It's all right.
Yeah, but
it's cool.
I wanted to get my intent to get pussy already predetermined. That was already a thing. Way before
everybody do it. Like everybody do. Everybody don't realize, but everybody trick in some way.
I can't say I trick because in my definition, I can't say I trick. In my definition, because the intent, that intent value.
I mean, would you say it's like levels to tricking? Like, well,
no, it definitely is. Like if you sitting here spending money on the chick and she ain't giving you no play, she ain't getting you no cheeks, she just got down.
What if you don't want none though? No, I'm just saying. No, I be wanting that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm saying, what if, like, no, I'm saying that's why I said intent. What if somebody like legit, like, you know, some niggas out there, like, it's very few, very seldom, but some niggas out there really don't be wanting to. You feel me?
Yeah, they just want to hang around the bad bitches. That's all.
No, I get you. I feel that. But I mean, it's y'all know what I mean. Like a nigga just going on sad, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some of those too. I didn't.
Yeah, it's definitely levels. It's definitely levels to it. Like niggas is spending their rent money.
Yes.
Yeah, nah. I feel your morals kind of fucked up right there. So, kind of, you know, flipping another side. So, you know, any woman watching this does a thing where we trying to bash them all that, like, you know, black women or any woman in general is just terrible. What are what are some things guys out there need to stop doing to, I guess, how can I word this? What are some things guys are doing out there that they need to stop? I guess in terms to
Like of dating or what?
I guess in terms of dating or in terms of dating.
Stop chasing these women. Focus on you. Get your shit together. Like the women are come. Like you know what I'm saying. Like and don't get me wrong, women be doing some shiesty shit, but you can't let them get out, knock you off your square, like get you out of character. Like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hold that shit down, like, and you don't gotta go back and forth with a chick or whatever. Just get your shit and leave, like you know what I'm saying. But on the flip side too, there are good women out there. So fuck with the woman. It's girls out here who, and we all done had them or whatever. Where it's a girl, she doing everything for you, she's showing you that she like you or whatever. But you might play her and go chase after the chick that ain't goddamn don't give a fuck about you. Like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you gotta and choose the motherfucker that choose you. Like I know it's easier said than done because you like who you like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, like just focus more on like on some real shit. I will say a lot of dudes out here don't know themselves. So my advice like to younger men would be like focus on learning you. What you like to do? How do you learn? Like what makes you mad? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? You know what I'm saying? How do you know you don't like this type of food? Like because as a man, the more experiences you have, it makes you more well-rounded, especially when it comes to like if you want to get married or dating or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
What's your take on 50-50? The whole 50-50 debate.
If that what works for you, then I mean if that's what works for y'all, then do. I feel like people should do what work for them. Like a lot of girls will say, "Oh, I'm not doing no 50-50. I don't want no 50-50 man." But then, prime example, if you go fuck with a dude that's already well established and he can pay every bill in your damn house, it's certain shit, bro, just ain't going for.
Hey man, you're a wise man. You're a wise man. And this last thing before we start to wrap it up and we get to our last segment. One question, two views. I hope I said that right. Or is it two views, one question? One question, two views. Yeah, one question, two views. In your opinion, what are three traits or qualities men in their 20s need to do to be successful?
He's a half.
Hit the gym. Um, focus.
When you say at the gym, you mean be healthy or like be swole?
Nah, like you don't gotta get all body build.
Strong.
Yeah,
Strong?
like just you know what I'm saying. Hit the weights, like
Stay
Okay.
fit.
All
yeah.
right.
Um, definitely tune out any type of distraction, whether it be women, whether it be partying, smoking, drinking. Like cut out everything that's not adding nothing to you. Like you know what I'm saying. And then I'll say lastly, man, grind. Like your 20s, if you do it right in your 20s, your 30s and your 40s will be A1. But if you don't, you gonna fuck up. But if you fucking up too much, your 30s and your 40s is gonna be goddamn trash.
Mm. That's that's wise. That's wise, brother Samuel. It's always a blessing to hear your teachings and your words and that come out your mouth, man. It's just every time you talk, I'm just tuned in.
Oh my goodness.
How the
But
game? How the gyms been dropped?
um, but get into our last segment. One question, two views. So this is where we have our guests ask us any question. They come up. We give our view on it before we wrap it up. So if we need some time to think of a question, unless you got it, you can go ahead and ask.
I know I don't gotta tell you this, but I'm gonna just say it just for episode purposes. A question that's not yes or no.
Yeah.
Something we could like add some insight, add some views to it.
Hold on, so I gotta ask y'all a question.
Yeah, ask us a question for me and Kane. One question, 2 views.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
I'm on my TI shit, man. Nigga had to had to motherfucking snatch up King, man.
Now,
At y'all age, right? Hold on, and is this question for y'all viewers too, or just y'all?
no, this us.
Oh,
Yeah, just us. But shit, if y'all want to answer the question in the comments, we will definitely look at y'all shit. So
at y'all age, right? What's some things y'all think like as our community, and whether it be men or women, people need to work on in order to achieve some type of success?
I'll go first.
That's a good question.
That is a good question, but I already thought about it. I be thinking about this type of shit. I ain't gonna lie. In our community, like spending time on personal development, like figuring out yourself, figuring out what makes you grow, figuring out educating yourself, just personal development. Like I feel like we don't like emphasize that. Like we don't put out an hour or 30 minutes in a 24-hour span to literally like personal develop yourself. So yeah, I say personal development for sure. I feel like we'd be way further because we intelligent beings. It's just we not actively practicing it, and you gotta practice. Like you gotta exercise your brain. You gotta feed your brain. Did I say you gotta exercise your brain?
Yeah.
If I you gotta exercise your brain, but yeah, personal development work daily, at least.
No, that was very sophisticated answer.
Type shit. I'm a sophisticated nigga. I'm a sophisticated black person.
Yeah, I see shit on your TR shit. That should make you using big words.
Shout out to y'all.
Shit. I would say I'm kind of with like what Dr. Umar said in one of his speeches or videos. As a race of black people or a community, yeah, we need to start over. You know what I mean? We need to start killing niggas. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
You feel me? You feel me?
Oh shit!
I mean, bro, he said it's real, but nah, yeah, you know, it's some of them they need to go. We need to start get the bad apples out. We need to start over because you know, I feel like as a black community, black race, we are too far behind the 8 ball. We lost since the dawn of time. Ever since them niggas moved us over here, we just been lost. You know what I mean? It's time to start over. You know, and I'm tired of trying to patch it up, trying to do this and that for the next generation. That shit ain't working, man. You know, we need to, you know, clean it up. You know what I mean? But you know, once we do that, shit, we just dang, I don't want to say personal development. We'll kind of like go piggyback off of him. You know, kind of like we got to find ourselves, but um. I I'll go with we need to be like financially like literate. You know what I mean? Like we need to learn how money operates, how to use money, how to put in use, and how to make our money work for us. Like whenever we're not awake, you know what I mean? Like when we sleeping, you know what I mean? So I'll go with that. You know, after we clean out the niggas.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you for joining us, bro. You dropped a lot of gems. Hopefully the people in the comments picked them up. Cause they there. You dropped them. They there. Episode 9, season 2. Ken, you got anything before I wrap us up?
Hey man, y'all stay tuned for our season finale. Last episode. We
Where
going
can
over
they
the
find
bank.
you at? Hold on. Where can they find you at? It might be a young brother out there that like the ism you was given and want to tap in with you. Where can they find you at?
Oh, you can my Instagram is Smitty L.A. Yeah.
For sure. Smitty L.A. He's gonna be on the screen too. So yeah, tap in with him, get some game. Yeah. No problem.
Oh my goodness.
That's your problem. Ain't nobody playing
All
with
right, we
you.
out.